Hey guys, good evening. Thanks for joining me. First thing I gotta say is so many people think Young Living is about essential oils, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. All right. Today, I just want to share with you some pretty simple things that happened to me over the course of time and how small choices got me to where I am today. I think so many of us are looking at other people, comparing ourselves, what works for them, and this is going to work for me, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. And my message today is it's not about weight loss. It's not about, how many pounds can I lose? It's about a choice. It's about a decision that you can make today. Like, I always feel there's a defining moment in your life where you say, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of that. How can I make things different? And one of my favorite quote is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, okay? And what you need to know is we did that as parents from age 13 to 17 with my daughter. My daughter is the reason I'm standing in front of you guys right now, okay? She's the reason because of a small choice I made. Took a risk, bought this Young Living kit, right? Risk. That got me into a whole different paradigm of my life. Okay, she had great success. Things changed for her in 3 weeks. She wasn't the child she was. So I started believing in something different. And when you believe in something different that worked for someone that's very close and dear to you, you start diving in. You're like, wait a sec, is that coincidence? Or what's going on here? What is this stuff? Okay, this is not about oils. It's about education. You're educating yourself and self-care, okay? So it started us on a journey. So me and my husband, we both worked like 80 hours a week. We didn't know who was coming and going. And I was twice my body size. I was up in a 14. And I was on a handful of pills, heart, antidepressants, sleeping, Xanax, anything I needed to feel something, okay? It's a really big deal. I was seeing specialists. I had Holter monitor. I had all these things for over the course of my life because that's just what I knew. It was consistent. It was just something I kept diving into. Because that's just what I did. And didn't sleep very well. And my husband was almost in a size 40 waist. And we did fast food. We both ate full meals. Like, we'd go to the restaurant. We ate out all the time. Now remember, you got to follow the story, right? We ate out all the time. And we had full meals. And we also had an appetizer and we had lots of drinks. Okay, we did that for years. And as soon as my daughter had these changes in her life, I had to stop and take a look at myself. And I didn't consider myself overweight at all. Like, I never thought I was fat. I didn't think and I was just solid. I was tall, okay? But here's what happened. So I started trying some supplements. I started with some Ningxia Red. This juice made me not crave sugar. That was the journey to my better health and wellness. I'm not going to credit all that to my weight loss because I'm going to tell you some things that I did that were so small that was incredible. Now you got to remember, if you're the one that you've tried every single diet, you've done the 90, 60, you've been on diets all your life and nothing's working and you've not had your hormones checked, I highly recommend you get that done. That's a huge part of weight loss, okay? But most people, when you go on these diets, because I believe it's just a word, right? It's a fake way of saying, oh, I'm going to eat really, really a lot right now because I'm going to diet next week. So it's kind of a lazy excuse, I think, because what happens after day 21 or after day 30? What happens on that? What do you do? Go back to your old eating habits? You guys, where you're at today is a product of the little things you did today and over time. So I'm going to teach you some ways that it just came off because I made small choices over the course of the day. So you can't think of big picture. Can't think of that 20 pounds or that 30 pounds. I want you to think of the 1 pound. If this is why you're on this call, maybe it's not. But small things that I made. And you're going to be surprised at what makes you, not lose weight. So me and my husband, we're just trucking along, working, and we were into the fast, whatever's quick fix because we were busy. We just had to pay the bills, and some of you know my story. But the first thing that I did, obviously, was as I cut back on sugar a little bit. Okay. And then I watched my husband, we started drinking more water. Now, I never ever thought he'd quit pop, fast food, because that's just what we did for so long. Okay. But it's amazing what happens, these small choices you make every day, how your brain thinks differently. Did you know that our subconscious runs our mind every day and all day? And that's what we run on. We run on the past. We run on things we were told as a kid. We run on, things that happened 10 minutes ago. We let that rule our whole life. It's right here, right? We let the subconscious run it. So who's running your show? Like, who's running it? Is it really you, or is it what someone told you when you were a kid? Or you could never be that way? Who told you that? Like, who told you couldn't change? Who told you you could never go to the gym? Or who told you could never be a runner? It's that past piece that, is ingrained in us. And unless you let that go and set that aside, you're going to be the same, because you need to do different things to get a different result. Okay. It's kind of deep there, a squirrel moment, but that's what happened to me. So these small things I did made me think differently. And I started hanging around different people. Like, wow, someone told me about a chip. Someone said, oh, you shouldn't eat that because it's got bad fats. And I'm like, what's bad fat? What's oil? What's Expeller Express? What's canola? What's vegetable? You guys, I didn't read labels. My husband and I, we had Pop-Tarts, mac and cheese. We had, and we just did, we bought the pop, we had a pool, and we always had people over, and we're getting the chips and the Cheetos, and we just did it because that's all we knew, right? That's how we grew up. That's just what we did, right? So then we made these small changes, and boy, amazing what can happen. My husband was on pills for his knees, pain meds because his knees hurt. Well, did anybody ask him, hey, do you drink pop? Or do you drink water? What's your choice? Nobody ever asked him that. So it's amazing what happens when you just incorporate more water, right? Because we all know what pop does, right? That's one big tip for today. If you can cut back, I'll give you some tips in a sec. But that's what happened to him. So ask more questions. If you're getting on something, say, why? Why do I need this? Is there a better way? Can I help? Can I, heal it with food? Is there something different that I can take? Always ask questions. I never did. I gave my whole life into one person's hands because that's all I knew. That person knew everything. I didn't know I could take my health in my own hands. I had no idea. That was a choice. Just didn't know. So it's amazing what a company can lead you to, and you don't even know it's happening because you kind of become a part of it. And you're like, oh my gosh, really, Ed? Oh, really, Dr. Ali and Dan Purser and Carol Brinkman? Really? There's something different, right? We're programmed subconsciously. That's what we're like this. So I opened up. I started going to events, and these things started happening. And my husband got, he started losing weight. And I'm like, wow, you're losing it too. And I'm like, every quarter for 2 years, I lost a size. How do you go from 14 to a 6? And sometimes it's an 8, depending on what country the pants are made in. I'm not a detailed person. My husband was in a 38, pushing 40, right? Now he's a 34, 36, depending on how he likes it. He likes to wear them loose and kind of baggy because he doesn't like tight things. Okay, it's really weird what happens. So water. And now we use some lemon oil in his water. That was his only thing. He didn't do the supplements. I was a supplement junkie because I had way more going on. You guys had a lot going on. Got to try to be compliant here, but a lot. I mean, a lot. So if you want to get with me after this, I'll tell you exactly what I took. And I still deal with it, you guys. So if I eat some sugar, I get a rash. You guys got any rashes on your body? Any skin stuff? It's all gut related. Totally gut. You need to clean it up. You need to take probiotics. Anyway, squirrel moment there. So, over time, I did kids' birthday parties. So I had pizza, cupcakes all the time because it was cheap, fast, and quick. And all I did was work. I worked, 15-hour days, and I never cooked. So for me, when I started, sugar was kind of coming less into my world of eating. And so instead of a cupcake, I'd eat the whole frost. I'd eat it all. So I would just take the frosting off. So that one small thing I did. Now remember, I did this for 8 years, right? So I just took the frosting off, and I'm like, it's gonna eat that, eat the cake, right? I don't need that extra stuff. I got through that process. Pizza, I would eat. My limit was 4. Sometimes I'd push 5. Well, then I cut it back down to 4. The next birthday party, I had 3.5. The next birthday party, I had 2. Okay, this makes sense, right? You just kind of cut back your portion size. Instead of 2 scoops, I'd add 1. Instead of something greasy, like when you get those appetizers, I would get the vegetable. I would always say I'll take the vegetable. So you have these small choices you can make over time. Are you going to lose weight the day you eat that salad? Oh my gosh, no. And are you going to gain 5 pounds when you eat that piece of pizza? No. It's the little bite you had. It's the bite of that candy bar or that big spoonful of, chocolate, and you add it up throughout the day, just in food. Okay, and for me, that's what it was. I always tell people, get the gallon-sized baggie. What's in it, right? Where's the nutrition? So small things over time, you guys, and you're going to notice a huge difference in the way you think. So for me, I had no financial thing about me whatsoever. That's why my store was toast. I was toxic. My whole brain was toxic. I had so much synthetic stuff in me that I couldn't make decisions to save my life. Ask my people who helped me. Okay, it was horrible. So these slow things you do over time, but there's no diet. Well, who's got time for that? Who wants to spend the money? For me, that wasn't in the cards. So these small things that I did got me to where I am without any exercise. I hated sweating. My husband hated sweating. He doesn't even do the gym. He will soon when he retires, but it's another thing. So water is huge. You guys, anything white. So I learned that if I go to, and I just avoid buffets, you know how much sodium is in buffets? You guys, sodium makes you swell up. So it's a decision. This whole class today, this whole speech, this whole lesson is about a choice. So if you do the grocery shopping and your kids are overweight, they're getting bullied because they're not the right size for everyone else's world. You shop for them. What are you going to buy differently? Make this the decision that you change yourself and your kids. Why do you eat good but you let your kids eat stuff? Okay. Over time, you guys, our bodies can't handle this stuff. And I'm learning, and I got some things I'm going to talk to you about at the end. But small choices. Walk. So I thought I don't like exercise. I'll never be a gym membership person. That wasn't me, right? Because my thought process was like toxic. Okay, now I go to the gym 3 times a week. It's amazing. You know how I got there? I made the small choices so I could think better. I'm like, oh, I got a little bit more energy. Oh, this is over years, right? I just started when I was 49. Okay, I think I'm going to my 3rd year. That didn't happen because of my mindset. My mindset was, oh, nobody in my family is going to the gym. That's not my thing. You can change that. So now I walk. So now I park, 2 blocks away. So maybe the next time you go, you park 3 blocks away, or maybe you park in another area and you walk to work. So you do these small, you get out and it's raining. Is this Minnesota? When it's not raining, you walk a block one day, and then the next day you walk 2 blocks. And then you walk 3 blocks, and all of a sudden you're training your brain to do something different, okay? Because it's been one way for so long, right? So take that past thing that you can't lose weight, you can't be lifting pound, put that aside, and don't let that run the show, okay? Because you run the show right here, not your subconscious mind, okay? Buy plants. You guys need to watch What the Health. I made my husband watch it and he loved it, and watch that sugar film, okay? And you'll be so surprised over time what happens to our bodies when we're abusing them with things that they're not even real, you guys. So that we're getting into toxic stuff now, okay? We know how to do these small things that can help you, lose weight over time. But now think about, this is just food. What about the rest of the stuff we're putting in? You guys all know, and I preach this, maybe not I'm on the food group. So did you know, like, perfume and candles and glades and scentsies and all that smelly stuff you're smelling, it actually disrupts your hormones, which therefore you might not lose weight because you wear a ton of that stuff and you smell it all day long. Okay, it's called phthalates. It disrupts your hormones. Okay, that's a big factor. So you need to get those checked out. I tell people to deplug. I had to throw away all my perfume because I learned what the word fragrance meant. Now, granted, this did not happen overnight. I would do 1 bottle at a time because it killed me to throw it away. But I knew the results. So you guys all looked at my picture, okay? That picture was all of that. That was stress from financial. That was stress from working to pay the bills. That was stress from my health. I had 5 hip surgeries. I was addicted to pain meds. There was so much going on in my life. So root cause. What's the root cause of why you can't lose weight or you can't seem to get ahead? Okay, find out what that is. Don't get a Band-Aid. because I was the Band-Aid girl. I was the Band-Aid queen because it was easy, fast, cheap, refill, copay, boom, boom, boom. That's what I did. Oh, a specialist? Great. Does my insurance cover it? Great, I'll go. Oh, another surgery? Awesome. They'll cover it. Great. I'm just going to take it. That was my mentality because it was fast, easy, and everybody did it. So now I'm the psycho one that is choosing a better way. Am I perfect? Oh my gosh, no. People know me. I'm not perfect. No, not at all. I drink wine. I'll have a bite of, and I'll have a cookie my mom makes, a meal. I'm going to eat that, right? But for me now, it's antioxidants. It's what am I doing to, work against that? Because that's what's hurting all of us. It's that Bath and Body stuff. It's that aspartame. You guys got to do some research and dig yourself. You might think I'm nuts, but I'm for the long game. Like, I want to see my grandkids get married. Like, you know what it's like to pick them both up? And you guys, some of you are really young. You might not even think that far ahead, but the day will come and you'll be glad you made these small changes over time. All right. Buy a shirt that's smaller than the size you are right now. Hang that shirt up. Maybe you got a wedding coming up this summer. I'm going to talk about accountability. Okay. So accountability for me was my daughter. I'm like, shoot, if she can do that and be normal, well, why can't I? Like, I did it for myself and for my daughter. So I had to be accountable to me. Nobody knows self-care because nobody teaches self-care, right? It's all about the quick Band-Aid all day long. So self-care, I thought, oh, that's selfish. Oh my gosh, massage? I feel guilty, right? Okay, but if you get those and you do that, you have less stress. Therefore, you're taking care of your body. 75% of all doctor visits are stress related, 75%. So what if you're stressed out about, your weight or your fix the root cause? Maybe it's your job. Go get a different job and reduce stress. I just had talked to a girlfriend. Her name is Jen. She was, Stacey, the stress has left my life. She goes, I cried and died every day at work. It was killing her. I could see it in her face. She got a brand new job, totally different person. Does she need her other stuff? I don't know. Get to the root cause, right? Now, if it's your husband, that might be a little more difficult. If he's the stressor, could be tough. But anyway, so yeah, candles, perfume. We talked about toxics. You guys, canned foods, everything you look at. And again, I wasn't a label reader, and I just happened to grab these. So I used to eat Doritos and Cheetos and all these things that have chemicals in them. So did you know, fact, you guys just tune in right here, everything that your body eats that it doesn't recognize, like chemicals, food dyes, that's a chemical, and what that does is it kills the cells in your body. So if you didn't have cells in your body, you would be dead. We'd all die. We've got like 70 trillion cells. If you don't eat those, you die. Okay? Or if you don't have those, you die. So everything you eat and consume takes it away, and that causes inflammation. Did you know that? Inflammation is huge. People are inflamed all day long. People have inflammation in their hands and their joints. And what are we consuming? Okay? My husband's is a total, product of the water, right? Versus pop and fast food. Okay. Now, if you do fast food, this is what I did. Here's some steps here. Desperate, brand new to the food thing. I heard about the bun. I heard about buns. I heard about bread. I heard about white stuff, crackers, and all that extra stuff you get. Did you guys know that there's high fructose corn syrup in crackers? Like you got to really go, do I really need those? So I take the top bun off, and sometimes I did the bottom bun and just ate the meat, because that's the small thing I did that day. Didn't know the weight was coming off until every quarter. I'm like, I need new pants. Like I held up extra larges. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, really? Even my husband held up a pair of pants, overalls, and we're like, what? Small choices. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Probiotics. I started taking probiotics. Okay, bingo. If you're all not on probiotics, you need some, because probiotics help the microbiome in your gut, right? Kill the bad with the good bacteria. Not going to go into that, but that was a huge step for me, because pooping's huge, and I'd either poop 6 times in one day or not poop for 6 days. That's how bad that was for me. So gut health was everything. There isn't one thing that's going to work for everybody. See, all of us, and I'm putting us all in a group here, want the fast, quick deal. And a lot of us won't do this. They won't do these small things. They want the supplement. Now, I could tell you all about grapefruit and lemon in a capsule for weight. Yeah, that's great. But what are you doing outside of that? Are you walking? Are you drinking more water? Are you just going to keep eating the way you're eating and combat the good with the bad all for the rest of your life? It's like you're defeating the purpose. So you have to make a decision. It's all a change. It's all about this up here. It's not about, you know, it can affect your entire life. Look at what it did to me. This choice to buy this kit, thought I was getting scammed. But then my daughter led to this and led to that. So I got open-minded to that. Now I'm on the other side. So I've been on both sides. And until you can do that and share that with somebody, it's a whole, it kind of becomes a passion of mine to give people a different perspective. And this might not be your thing. You might be thinking, she's weird. What do you want? So you got to ask yourself, are you tired of that? Are you sick of feeling that way? You got to make a change, and it might not be comfortable. You think this doing videos was comfortable to begin with? No, but I believe in this so much, and I've been hanging around people that know the difference, and I hear testimony. I have thousands of people that love this stuff, that are on this food page, and they're learning about an ingredient. You know, they've got the EWG app on their phone. You guys, there's an app that you can scan what carcinogen level is on that product that I'm eating. It's the cream in the coffee, these additives. And if you're flipping pop, not pop, but the flavored water all day, that doesn't count as water. Did you know that? Because there's natural flavors in that water, which are chemicals. Yeah, there's natural flavors in a lot of stuff, but if you drink 6 little LaCroix every day, that's not replacing real water, okay? Water is everything. Water cleans out your body. So some of these apps are really vital. Watch the movies, What the Health, I told you that already. It's all plant-based. They took 6 weeks of a bunch of people and got plant-based food. That's all they ate. Everyone was off their pills. No high blood pressure, no diabetes. All this stuff went away, you guys. So we're killing ourselves with food. It inflames us and makes us unhappy. Okay, truth, fact. Drinks, energy drinks. People are still drinking energy drinks. I don't understand. You guys, if you looked at what was in those, that was me. My husband was a Mountain Dewer. He was a do boy. Yeah, 6 to 8 doers. We don't even do doers anymore. We just can't. It gives us headaches and it doesn't taste right. If you really want to make a change in your life, like this is it, you need to, and you want someone to go through your cupboards, guess what my daughter does? She goes through your cupboards and she'll say, no, and she doesn't judge. You guys, we had all that stuff. That's what we had. We had Lucky Charms, and I was like, oh my gosh. So she'll go through your cupboards and help you, because what this is accountability, and you don't know what you don't know. She'll tell you where to shop. She'll tell you what to buy. She's on this food page. She showed her story. She was 50 pounds heavier. So you guys, look at the trickle down effect because of one choice I made. I made a choice. Thank you, Emily. God love you, because it was a rough time. We didn't know if you bipolar or what was going on, but that's just what happened. So what if you made a different choice today and you incorporated, I'm going to throw this out there because I had this for lunch. You incorporated this as your dressing instead of ranch. You guys, you can get used to these two together. And I carry these with, there's like my purse. Like if I go, I just carry a bag of lettuce and I bring a bowl. You guys see my stuff, and I just eat that way. I feel amazing. I don't even feel like I'm 50. Like I'm 26 right now, going on. It's weird what chemicals do to our brain, and heaviness, and the feeling of not like being able to move. Like I just don't want that. So I'm for the long game. This video is not for the short game. This is for the long game. Remember that. Yeah, all the choice. So the 4 things you can do to reduce weight and inflammation is gluten, wheat, sugar, dairy. Lots of stuff. There's raw dairy you can have. I know I've been learning a lot about milk and stuff like that, but you got to dig deep in this page. If you're brand new to this group, there's some really good information on sugar. Sugar is the evil one, right? It's refined. It's genetically modified, and research that, you guys. It's really a big deal. So sugar for me, yeah, a little bit here and there, but you got to remember bread is sugar, crackers are sugar, anything white, right? Breaks down the white sauces. I quit eating that. I quit, like if you do pasta, I started doing like gluten-free pasta. Now Young Living has pasta. Better on the gut, einkorn, small decisions. I still eat spaghetti, but small choices. No diets. I don't know those. And some of you guys maybe need a diet for jump starting. Maybe you're the one that needs a 30-day. Awesome. Lose the weight in 30 days, but who's going to keep you accountable at day 31, right? I got a Marco Polo group going for people that want to be cheered on and motivated to do it differently, because our husband's going to do it. Our mother's going to call us and say, hey, how you doing today on your, you need a friend. You need someone or a team that gets together and rock on, sister. Maybe it's this food page, this is what we do. This isn't about selling oils and kits. It's about a lifestyle change. You want a kit, great. Come to me or come to whoever invited you to this group. We'll get you started. But it's about small choices, and look at what it led us to. The whole family. There's whole families on this stuff. So I don't think there's a better way. And it's, if you've got the same results, you're doing the same thing, you got to do something different. So that's how I got to where I'm at. And because I'm where I'm at, I can make different decisions. And now I have more energy than I've ever had. I feel like I'm just getting started. So I don't know what you want the rest of your life to be. Like, I'm 50, like my life is half over, and I am not going to, it's going to be that much better. So if you're in a place where if it's money, if it's your job, if it's, food, pick what it is and make a change, right? Set it aside, put it where it's not serving you, which is like over here. So we talk a lot about, I coach a lot of women that want to be amazing entrepreneurs and leaders, and people get stuck because they're hung up on the past. They're hung up on this vision, this thing that they've had all their life, right? That's what's running the show. So you can choose to take that information and set it over here, put it on the counter, and look to the right and clean slate today. Like, you can do it right now. It's all up here, right? No one's holding you down. No one's beating it out. No one's holding it back. Like Stacey Herman teaches me that it's the A circle, right? Who's running your show? Stacey today. I'm running the show here with this video. I'm running my life. It's not anybody else making, doing this for me. That's my B circle and the C circle. So I'm learning how to help people with that. So get them out of your A circle. If it's that, past you had, you can't let go of, put it in the B circle and run your A show. Just do it. Make a decision. Get with the right person. Get with people that are of like-mindedness. It's pretty tough to do at your job. I bet most of you, I bet you there's negative, there's gossip, there's, you dread it. Where's the support group? Like I'm going to a really, Keller Williams next week after, and we're going to do lunch and learns. And I'm going to teach people that, how do you want to be healthier? Maybe you should switch from that lettuce to that lettuce. I used to eat iceberg lettuce. You guys, now I eat spinach because that's where all the nutrients are, right? When you do these small little things, it's small, okay, really small. That's what happens, right? What's higher in sugar and fruit? I go to the berries. I go to blueberries and raspberries. I could have a banana here and there. I could have, like mango is really bad. You can research that. What's the least amount of sugar? When you get food bars, this is what I did. This food bar was 20 grams of sugar. Where's the sugar coming from? Or do I go to the one that's maybe 15? Well, let's try the 15 one, and we'll see how those go for a week. And then maybe a week later you go, maybe let's do the 10. I can do the 10. So that's less sugar. That's what makes you inflamed. That's what hurts your body. It's what makes your joints stiff. Okay, and it just sits on us. So remember, hormones, get those changed if you haven't had seen anybody for those, because that's a big deal. It's not all about some people have things going on, and I'm the farthest person to treat or diagnose and prescribe anything to anybody today. But I had to tell my story because I think more people are seeing the effects of chemicals, and you see it on Facebook all day long. You see it on the news. Okay, so if you avoid those, watch what happens to your life when you see what you're consuming on a daily basis. So, yeah, I don't know if I looked at my notes. Has anybody got any questions? Yeah. All right, Sam. Baby steps. Dark green veggies. Eat plants. They came first, right? Because we didn't have all that. We didn't have a grocery store when Jesus was born. They just ate from the fields and the earth. Okay. I wanted to keep this short, it's 30 minutes. So I hope you guys have a great night and you got something out of this. If you did, let me know what you're going to change. So I'll hold you accountable. So if something went aha moment, like, oh, I think I could do that. I think I could quit maybe drinking, instead of 3 pops a day, maybe I'll just do 2 a day. And then maybe next week I'll go to 1 a day. And then maybe then I was telling a gal, pour half of your pop out, pour it out, and then drink the rest. And then the kid, now you got that little fix, right? Because it's all up here. It's habit, you guys. It's habit. It's like smoking. It's like all that stuff, right? Do a little bit over time. Always wins. All right, guys, hope you have a great night. Hope you learned something. I can't wait to see what you're all going to do here next month or so. See ya.